Hello everybody, welcome to our reformer class for golfers. I've just finished filming. I'm really happy with the class and I hope you love it too. Some of the footage has come out a little bit grey. While it's summer here in Ireland, we've had a very wet and stormy summer, so please forgive me for that, but I hope the instructions and the feel of the class will make up for it. So when you're ready, come and join me on your reformer. We're going to move the foot bar all the way down. I'm going to start with one heavy spring. You could make it a bit heavier and have one heavy and one medium spring. Could make it lighter with just the medium spring. So for me on my reformer, it's one red spring. And we're carefully going to come into a standing position. I'm starting with my left foot on the wooden platform and carefully placing my right foot onto the moving carriage. You can assess the tension there to see if you'd like to alter it or not. Instead of our Pilates stance, we're going to mimic a little golf stance. So softly bending the knees, scooping through the center, hinging forward but sticking your bum back ever so slightly, and you can reach your hands in front. Relax the shoulders, draw the armpits down, keep the chest open while keeping the rib cage in line with your hips. So again, it's that hinge. We're going to start with just the legs moving. We want to get these glutes fired up. So reach out with the right leg and come back. Exhale and inhale. You can be in the center or slightly to the left for balance. So we're going to get the glutes fired up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feel the glutes. Put your weight back as if you're sitting in a chair. Scoop through the center. Knit your ribs towards the front of your hips. We're going to add a rotation. So as the right leg goes out, you're going to rotate to the left and then come back. We want to keep our hip bones facing forward. So even though in golf there'd be more movement than that, we're working the glutes first before we start combining all of those movements. So let's go for our hip stability and a little thoracic mobility. Keep your shoulders stable as well. So the leg goes out, we rotate through the middle of the spine and then we come back. Keep it slow. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to turn that around, do it on the second side. So apologies, my back will be to you. So nice and safely, you can get off the reformer and turn around. I have a nice window to hold on to here, so as long as you're safe when you turn it around. Right foot on the wooden platform, left foot on the bed of the reformer. Softly bending the knees, relaxing the shoulders, scooping through the center, knitting your ribs together, opening the chest and opening across the upper back. Exhale to press out. Inhale, draw the leg in. Have just the left leg be the moving part. Everything else nice and steady. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Adding that rotation on, gentle bend in the knees, scoop through the center. Left leg goes out, you rotate towards the right knee and come back. When you're ready. 10, 9, keep the hips forward for this one. 8, 7, 6, 5, move from the middle of your spine. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to standing. If you're right-handed, you're going to do an extra set with this left side just to help to balance out the body, because your body will be used to visiting the rotation on the right so much more, and it does build up in your patterns. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to do my extra set here on the left side. If you're left-handed, turn it around so that your right foot is on the moving carriage. Right-handed, turn it around so that your left foot is on the moving carriage, and we're doing an extra 10, so it won't be even on one side to the other. It's specifically for golf. If you're doing this class not for golf reasons, you can even it out. So you can skip this or do an extra set on both sides. So I'm getting ready with the left side. Scoop through the center. Leg goes out, rotate to the right, and we come back in. 10, slow and controlled. 9, hip bones forward. 8, leaning forward with the torso. 7, sitting back with the glutes. 6, 5, 4, 3, slow and controlled. 2, relax your shoulders, and 1, and we come back up to standing. So come on to the non-moving part of your reformer onto the wooden platform. We're going to move the right toes back just to the edge of the carriage, and your left foot is on the reformer, ready for a lunge. We're going to come into that gentle lunge position, scoop through the center, knit the ribs, and relax your shoulders in front again. Let's just fire up the glutes first. Exhale to press it back. Inhale, draw the knee in. You want to make sure that the weight suits you, so go to the half spring or add an extra spring on if you like. 10, can the rest of your body be still? 9, scoop through the center, knit your ribs with that exhale. 8, exhale, feel the glute, draw it in. 7, 6, we're in that slight hinge forward. 5, so definitely not a back bend. 4, open the chest. 3, 2, and 1. Your toes are at the edge of the carriage, so it's kind of helping you to grip and press. We're going to add a rotation. So when the right leg goes back, we're rotating to the left, and we slowly come back in. The range could be a bit smaller for control here. Exhale and inhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, hips are steady. Exhale, inhale. 3, extending that left hip. 2, using the glutes and your hamstrings, and 1. Come carefully up. Swap the legs over. Left toes to the edge of the moving carriage. Right foot on the wooden platform. Relax your shoulders. Find your pelvic floor. Scoop through the center. Knit your ribs together. Open across the upper back and the chest like you're hugging a tree. Knit your ribs at the end of every exhale. So we inhale, the knee is bent. Exhale to press it out using your glutes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Adding the rotation. Left leg goes back, you rotate to the right. Could be a smaller range and then come out of it. These are hard. 10, 9, 8, make sure you hold on to something if it's just too wobbly. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to standing. If you're right-handed, you're going to do an extra set in this position with your left foot on the moving part. If you're left-handed, swap it back so your right toes go onto the moving part. So we're doing extra on the side that we don't use in golf as prehab and rehab for the body to balance out the body. Scoop through the center, knit the ribs, find your position. The leg can go straight back and come in. You can add the rotation or just do the leg part. So we rotate to the right, the left leg stretches, and we come back in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And carefully come to standing. You can step off the side of the reformer when you're ready. So our glutes are fired up. We want to make sure that we're mobilizing the ankles. When you move through your golf swing, we have this lift on one side where we're into our Achilles and our calf muscles. We're plantar flexing the front of the ankle. The other ankle is doing most of the load bearing. So we want to make sure that we're mobilizing our ankles as well. So after that standing series, let's do a little running on reformer. So we're going to take the foot bar up, bringing it up to the highest position it can go to. I'm going to use 2 reds and a blue. You could use 3 reds or 2 reds and a blue, whatever suits you better. We're going to lie down on the reformer. We find our neutral pelvis position, tailbone heavy, lower ribs are heavy. So we feel the back and the bottom of the rib cage nice and heavy against the carriage, hands by the sides, open across your chest, maintaining the lower ribs being heavy. Feet are hip width apart and parallel. And we're going to start with the heels on the bar. And you can visually check that it's all even and then feel it out when you're in your exercise. So we're just going to warm up through the leg movements, press it out and draw in, lifting your knees up to the ceiling, keeping the tailbone and the lower ribs heavy. So we're preparing for running, but just make sure that the spring tension is okay with a few of these heel versions. So let's exhale to press out. Inhale to come in. Is your spine steady? Exhale, press out. Inhale to come in. You'll know if it's too easy and you want to add more springs, or if it's just right and you can keep it the way it is. So now we're going to move to wrapping the toes onto the bar. So it's like a little bird wrapping its feet around a wire. Lift your heels. We want integrity through both feet. So feel that transfer of strength from your toes up through your ankles, lifting the ankles as if you're wearing high heels. And you want to keep the ankles lifted, keep them still in space as if you're lifting and then they're being cemented into this position. So we exhale to press out, keep the ankles high. Inhale to come back in. Exhale to press out and inhale to come back in. Let's do that 4 more times. 3 more. 2 more, evenly through both feet and all of the toes. Now we're going to press out and stay out. As you lower your right heel, the left knee bends and we get a lovely stretch through the back of the leg. Lift the right heel up into that high heel and the left heel goes under. And get that moment to stretch. So we inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 8. 7. Wrap all of the toes. Get all of this movement through the bones and the feet. 6. 5. Create stability around the hips. Use your rib cage breathing. 4. 3, 2 and 1. Both heels up into your high heels. Scoop through your center. Feel the back of the body into the carriage. Bend your knees and slowly come back in. And when you're ready, slowly come back up. And we're going to move to just 1 red spring. If it's too light, you can have a red and a blue, a heavy and a medium. Otherwise, it's just the 1 red. We're going to come into Eve's lunge. We're going to add a rotation again. It's just going to be more to do with our hip flexors here at the moment. So your right foot is on the ground. Your left foot is up against the shoulder rest. Hands are on your foot bar and we can press out into a lunge. So there is a bend in this front knee. You choose how big this movement is. So we're feeling our shoulders draw down. We're feeling our back extend. What we're feeling through the hip is that stretch. So as our iliacus, our rectus femoris muscles. We have this shortening through our glute and our hamstrings at the back of the body. So it's really balancing out everything we were switching on at the start of the class, and this little bend in the front knee. Let's start off without the rotation. Keeping the shoulders down away from the ears. You're going to press back until you feel a stretch across the front of your hip. It doesn't have to be big. And we inhale, lifting the chest up. You're going to aim to keep that rounding in your back. Exhale. Inhale, lifting the head, the neck and the chest. Exhale and inhale. And you could stretch the front leg out a little bit more if there was no pressure in the knee, but just keep a bend in the knee if that suits you better. 5. Enjoy this massage from the inside out. 4. Press your heel into that shoulder rest. 3. Exhale and inhale. 2. Last one. Exhale and inhale. You're going to press out into your lunge with your right foot on the floor. Your right hand is going to go behind your head. Open the elbow out, draw the armpits down. We're in a back bend. If it's too intense, straighten out your back a little. So as we press back, we're going to rotate the elbow towards the reformer, towards the springs, but make sure that you're not closing your chest. So we want the middle of your spine to move so the chest is open, and you could bend the opposite elbow on with the hand on your foot bar if you like. With the inhale, you're going to come back in. Exhale, press it out and rotate. Inhale to come back in with a bend in the knee. Exhale, press it out and rotate. Inhale to come back in. The heel of the hand is against the foot bar, creating integrity and working the stabilizers around your shoulders. So we draw the armpit down. The rotator cuff is stabilizing. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. So we exhale to press back and rotate. Inhale, come out of the rotation. Exhale. Inhale. 5, exhale. Inhale. 4, exhale. Inhale. 3, exhale. Move from the middle of your body. Inhale. 2, press into your supporting foot, all of the toes and the heel. And 1. Use both hands on the foot bar, press it out, lean into that stretch. That can be as big or as small as you like. Relax the shoulders, bring it back in. Let's go for the same on the second side. Your left foot is on the floor, right foot is up against your shoulder rest. The left foot can be in line with your springs, or you can adjust it. Both hands onto the foot bar. Both knees have a little bend in them. You could straighten that out a bit more if you like. We exhale to press back, keep the shoulders down, keep a bend in the back, and inhale to lift into that back extension, that hip extension. Exhale and inhale. Exhale, lengthening out the hip flexors. We want to mobilize and stabilize the hips for golf. Exhale. Inhale. 5, exhale. Inhale. 4, and both of your feet are stuck and glued, all the toes and the heels. 3, exhale and inhale. 2, exhale and inhale. 1. Press out into that lunge. The heel of your right hand is against the foot bar, shoulder down, feeling the stabilizers working around your shoulders, a little back extension, extending across the hip, using our glutes and our hamstrings of the back body. The left hand goes behind the head. Draw the armpit down the side of the body, using the lats, using the teres major, drawing down the side of the body. Keep the chest open when you go for that rotation, and then we inhale to lift the chest, stretch the hip. Exhale, plant the foot firmly, rotate. Inhale to come out of it. Let's see how it feels for 5. You can always do less. Inhale. 4, moving from the middle of the body, and inhale. 3, exhale to press back and rotate. Inhale to come out of it, your chest is open. 2, keep the chest open, move from the mid body, and inhale. Last one, exhale and inhale. And you can relax that out. If you're right-handed, you're going to stay on this side where the left hand is behind your head, and we rotate for 5 extra reps. If you're left-handed, go back to the first side of the carriage, so the right hand is behind your head, and you rotate. For all the right-handed people, so I'm right-handed, I'm going to stay on this side. Left foot is on the floor. Right foot against the shoulder rest. Both hands onto your foot bar as you come out into your lunge. Draw the armpits down the sides of the body. Left hand behind the head. Open the elbow wide. Sink into that stretch. Go for a rotation as much as is available. And then we inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, press back and rotate. Inhale to come out. 5, exhale. Inhale, the shoulder stays down away from the ears. Exhale and inhale. Let's do 3 more. Exhale and inhale. 2 more. Exhale and inhale. Once more, keep your neck long and relaxed, and inhale. both hands onto the foot bar, you press it back, and you can just enjoy a stretch here, however much you'd like to lean into it. You can always pause the video and stretch for longer if you like. Otherwise, we're coming back in and just relaxing that out of your shoulders. We're going to change to one medium spring. So instead of your red spring, even if you're quite strong, start off with one medium spring so we can focus on range of motion rather than the strength at the moment. And if you were to keep repeating the class, you could swap to a red spring eventually. But let's start with a medium tension, a blue spring on my reformer today. Coming to a side kneeling position. If you're closer to the shoulder rest, it's a bit easier. If you're further away, it's a bit harder. So you can choose and you can always adjust. We're going to take the strap in front of us. We've one hand in the strap and the other hand can just slide underneath. Relax the shoulders. You're starting with your hands in line with your sternum. Your hip bones are facing forward. For the first round, we're not going to let the hips move. So imagine that from your belly button down, you're stuck in cement and we're only able to move with the spine above that. Draw the shoulders down, armpits down the sides of the body. With the inhale, you're rotating towards the end of the reformer. If you needed a bigger rotation, you would move your knees closer to the foot bar. Exhale, we rotate as far as you can where you keep your hands in line with your sternum. So we inhale and exhale to rotate. Inhale, your hips stay forward. Exhale to rotate. Let's do 5. Inhale and exhale. 4, relax your neck. Head, neck and shoulders move together. 3, inhale and exhale, tucking the tailbone slightly. 2, inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. And you can come back to the center. This time we're going to let our hips follow us, but you're keeping your knees planted. Keep it slow and controlled. So for example, our hips have this bit of movement. So instead of just the middle of the body, we're going to move our hips and the upper body and then come back. So we exhale, rotate the hips, let the rib cage follow the hips, and then inhale to come out of it. Exhale, rotate the hips and the rib cage, and inhale to come out of it. Exhale, inhale. 5, exhale, inhale, a little different to normal Pilates. 4, exhale, inhale, and you can always make it steadier if it doesn't suit your knees. Exhale and inhale. Last one. Exhale and inhale. Now we're going to steady our hips again. Face the hip bones forward, tuck the tailbone, scoop the belly, knit the ribs, relax your shoulders. We're going to lengthen your arms. Keep the arms lengthened so we feel our elbows, we feel the muscles. Scoop the belly, knit the ribs. The hips are forward, so already this is taking some work through the center. From low with the arms, you're using the mid spine to rotate, keeping your hips steady, and just imagine that you're hitting a ball up into the air. Inhale to come back. The mid spine can rotate, but keep your hip bones forward. Tuck the tailbone. Exhale and inhale. 5, exhale and inhale. 4, exhale and inhale. 3, exhale and inhale. 2, hip bones stay forward. Exhale and inhale. Last one, not a lot of weight, even if you're stronger. It's more about keeping your hips steady and going for that range of motion. Now we're going to remove the further away hand and it comes onto the side of the hip. The hand in the strap, you're going to bend the elbow, draw the shoulders down, scoop the belly, knit the ribs. Go for a side bend and then we come back, bend the elbow as you find your center. Exhale and inhale. 5, the other hand can slide down the side of the body, maintain stability in the hips. 4, exhale and inhale. 3, shoulders are stable, really use that stretch in the side body. 2, exhale and inhale. 1, lift your free arm, draw the armpit down the side of the body, scoop the belly, knit the ribs. Exhale over into your side bend. We feel it more in the obliques, and inhale to come up and out. The arm is straight in line with the shoulder. Exhale up and over and inhale to come out. 5, exhale. 4, 3, feeling our obliques. 2 and 1. lift the elbow, thread your hand underneath again. Relax the shoulders, hips are forward. Exhale to rotate, inhale to come back. Repeating 5. Exhale and inhale 4. Exhale to rotate and inhale 3. Exhale to rotate and inhale 2. Last one, exhale and inhale. So we're going to do all of that series on the other side. Then we choose if we're right or left-handed, whether we're going to do an extra round or not. So hanging the strap back up. Sorry that my back will be to you here. But again, roughly the same area of the carriage. Take your other strap. The hand that's closest to the strap is going to thread through first. The other hand threads underneath the hand that's already in the strap. Hip bones are forward. A gentle tuck of the tailbone. Scoop the belly, knit the ribs. Draw your shoulders down. Hands in line with the sternum. They stay in line with the sternum. So you move from the middle of your body. Inhale and exhale to rotate with your hips forward. Inhale and exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to let the hips move. So the hips come with us. Exhale. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, and you could do the first version again if that suited your knees better. 2, exhale. Remember the tuck of the tailbone so your back stays relaxed. Last one. Come back to the center. Your hips are lined up. Relax your shoulders. Both hands are on your strap. The arms are long. We move the mid-spine, but the hips stay forward. So with the arms long and across the body, exhale to swing up into the air and inhale as you slowly lower with control, keeping the hip bones forward. Exhale and inhale. 5, 4. Remember the center of your body. 3, a gentle tuck of the tailbone. Use your core. 2, so you should never feel any pain in your lower back. Question your alignment, check in when you need to. Last one, exhale and inhale. Just one hand in the strap, so release the farther away hand, goes onto the side of your hip. The hand that's in the strap, that elbow bends. Draw the shoulders down, scoop through your center. We exhale up and over into a side bend, and inhale, bend the elbow. Your shoulders stay down, so your neck stays long throughout. Exhale and inhale. 5, exhale and inhale. 4, exhale and inhale. 3, exhale and inhale. 2 and 1. Bring the arm out to the side, draw the armpit down. Try and keep the arm steady in space. Gentle tuck of your tailbone. Exhale over. Inhale, draw it back. Exhale and inhale. 5, exhale, challenging your mind-body connection here. 4, keeping the arms steady in space. Exhale, gentle tuck of the tailbone and inhale. 2 more. Exhale and inhale. Once more, exhale and inhale. Relax your shoulders. You can always take breaks and time. We're going to thread the farther away hand through the hand that's already in the strap. Tuck your tailbone, hip bones are forward. Exhale to rotate. Inhale, controlling the rotation, hips face forward. 5, 4, 3, your neck is long, your shoulders are relaxed, you feel the core work. 2, last one, and we can relax it out. Because I'm right-handed, I'm going to do an extra 5 reps on this side where my left hand is in the strap. If you're left-handed, turn it around so you do an extra 5 reps with your right hand in the strap. So tucking the tailbone, scooping the belly, knitting the ribs, threading the outside hand through. Head, neck and shoulders move as one unit. Move from the middle of your spine. Keep the hip bones forward with a slight tuck of your tailbone. Let's go for 5. Exhale and inhale. 5, 4, feel the power in the legs supporting you here. 3, feel the tuck of the tailbone and that glute work. 2. Last one, exhale and inhale. Lower the strap down, relax it out. Take as much of a break as you'd like. So in golf, we want to be really specific with our alignment, really purposeful with where you're loading and where the power is coming from. So it's important that we get rid of any swaying in the hips. We've already worked on that in this class, so stabilizing certain areas and mobilizing other areas. We want to amplify that around the hips now. So we're going to come into a side lying series for our last section, then we'll do a stretch and we'll be finished for today with this class. So let's lower the foot bar down again and just get it out of the way. I'm going to go for one heavy spring. If you're a lot stronger, you could go for a heavy and a medium, a red and a blue on my reformer, or a heavy and a medium. I'm going for one heavy spring. In a side lying position, you may want to grab a prop just for underneath your head, but you don't have to if you're comfortable without one. So don't worry if you don't have one, but otherwise there can be a prop underneath the side of your body. Some people would like to lie down with their head on the ball and their hand wrapped around. So you can do either, whatever you prefer. I'll stay like that for today if you're using a prop with me. So let's take our strength, bring it into the strap, and then place your free leg. So for me today, it's the left leg first. Your bum is to the back of the carriage. You're bending your knees, and just get your knees in line with your hip, because initially they might be closer with the strap. Relax your shoulders. Use this free hand to press into the shoulder rest. It might help you just to feel stable with the shoulders. And again, you could have a prop or no prop, that's up to you. Floating the top knee. Let's exhale to press it out. Your goal is to keep your hips steady while you do this. Increasing that hip stability, strengthening everything around the hip that will rotate around the hip to prevent any swaying in your golf swing so you have more control. Let's go for 8, 7, 6. You lengthen and press slightly back. Inhale. 5, exhale and inhale. Keep it really slow. 4, exhale and inhale. Imagine the way out is really easy. 3, and the way back in is full of effort. Just so we keep it slow. 2, exhale and inhale. Last one, exhale and inhale. Now we're going to lift our knee up to the ceiling. It's like a dog peeing on a bin, but keep your hips forward just in case we rotate back. The spring will be in your way anyway, but just keep it forward. Exhale to press. We're externally rotating from the hip. Inhale to bend, but just make sure you don't collapse. So keep your knee above your hip. Exhale to press out and inhale to bend. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, imagine the power coming from your heel. Inhale. Last one, exhale and inhale. Now we're going to turn the knee down so your foot is higher than your knee. Use your hand to help you anytime you need, but you press out. We're internally rotating. So we inhale and exhale to press, keeping the ankle higher than the knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back to parallel. Float your knee to hip height. You're going to stretch the leg forward without forcing your knee. Exhale to press it straight back. You could do this with a little bend in the knee. We inhale forward and exhale to press back, or the leg can be straight. Let's just do 5. Inhale and exhale. Keep your back steady. 4. Inhale and exhale. 3. Hinging from the hip. 2. Breathe in and out. Last one. Inhale. Feel your glutes and your hamstrings. Exhale. Bring it back in. You can take the power out of the rope with your hands, remove it from your foot, use your hands to slowly come back in and hang your strap back up. We'll do all of that on the second side. So my back will be to you once again. Take your time swapping that over. You can have your prop or not. Use your hands, use the strength from your hands to place the strap over your foot. The knees are bent. Move your bum to the back of the carriage. With your knees bent, it's a 90-degree angle roughly around the hip. The other hand can press into your shoulder rest. We float the top knee. Exhale to press out and slightly back. And inhale to bend your knee, keeping your hips steady. 8, 7, 6, breathing deeply. 5, relax your neck. 4, press through your foot. 3, 2, 1. Keeping the hips stacked, turn your knee up to the ceiling like a dog peeing on a bin. External rotation from the hip. Exhale to press out. Inhale, bend your knee above your hip again. Exhale and inhale. 5, slow. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees together, lift your heel, so we're internally rotating the hip. You can always use your hand to help you with this. Exhale to press out with that internal rotation, so your knee is looking down to the floor. Foot is higher than the knee. Inhale, your knees kiss each other. Exhale to press it out, keep it slow. Inhale, slowly draw it in. 5, creating really stable hips. 4, strengthening our medial rotation. 3, 2, and 1. Bring the legs together. Make sure we have our bearings. Get your core work. Float the knee. Stretch the leg out. You could keep a gentle bend in the knee. You're not forcing it. It's a hinge from the hip. You exhale to press back, glutes and hamstrings. Inhale, hinge from the hip and stretch the back of the leg. Exhale to press back and inhale to hinge. 3 more, nice and slowly. 2 more. Once more. And you can gently come out of that. Take your hands onto the rope, pull. Keep one hand on the rope, remove from your foot, and slowly bring it back in, just so we can control the carriage. And you can come back up. You can get rid of your prop. We're going to use 2 red springs and a blue. You could use 3 red springs if this is getting easier. We're going to lift our foot bar back up to the starting position. Lie back down onto your carriage. Press out with your left foot and hook the strap around your right foot. Press your right foot into the strap, and then you can hug the left foot into the strap as well. With both feet in the straps, press out. Check in with your setup. So tailbone heavy, lower ribs heavy, hands by the sides or on the hips to maintain your setup if you like. We're going to hinge the hips without rounding your back, without cramming your back into the carriage. So stretch through your hamstrings. Heels together, toes apart, so it creates a little V shape in the feet. You're going to exhale to press down as low as you can maintain your neutral spine. So we don't want to arch the back. Inhale, we're going to circle out and around. It could be an oval shape, so it doesn't have to be too big. Exhale to press down. It can be bigger if you want. Inhale for your circle. Exhale and inhale. Exhale to press down. Inhale, we use our abductors, lengthen our adductors. Exhale, press down through center, core setting the spine. Inhale, open around. Let's do one more in this direction. Exhale down through the center and inhale around. We're going to reverse that. Exhale down and around and inhale, slicing up through the center. Exhale and inhale. Exhale. Get a stretch into your legs. Inhale, your tailbone is heavy while you stretch the legs. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Once more, exhale and inhale. And from there, we're going to take our hands onto the straps, bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet together so you can assist this stretch. You bring the heels down towards your groin. You want your knees to open out to the sides so you can move your straps on your feet a little bit if you like. And we're going to just lie here. So the knees are out to the sides. We're getting this stretch through the center. Let's do 4 breaths. Breathe into the belly. Exhale, let it go. 3, breathe in and out. 2, breathe in and out. 1, inhale and exhale. To come out of it, take a hold of your straps, come back up. We can take one foot out first. So for example, press your left foot into the strap so you can take a hold of your right strap. The right foot is going to find the foot bar before you release the left side. So now you can transfer the weight into the right foot, release the left strap, and then just carefully and slowly come back up. I hope you enjoyed this class. Repeating the class a few times, I hope you really noticed the difference with your golf game. If you would like a mat version of this class for when you're traveling and maybe you don't have access to a reformer, drop a comment below and I could do a Pilates mat class for golfers. Thank you so much again for joining me. I'll see you on our next class.